Right, we are driving through Royal Wootton Bassett. We are going to collect the Defender. So people say, what's wrong with the Defender? Well, you must have missed the video. We'll put the link. Oh, sunshine. We'll put the link up there. I lent it to a friend for a wedding, and I thought that was kind of cool because it was Land Rover Defender. It can be in the mud 1 minute, and it can be like, and it was the wedding car. But somehow, and he didn't quite disclose it, got a big scrape down the side that he didn't quite admit to. Anyway, taking it to the body shop. He had insurance. He, when I borrowed it, I said, look, it's a new car. You're going to have to take out insurance. You can't just do it third party. And his insurance have paid, and we're going to the body shop to collect it. And in the end, it needed 2 new doors, plastic trims along the side, and I think it was like over £3,000 repair, which is, I mean, it didn't look that bad at first sight, but there was, because it's a new car and you've got to replace it, you can't just go putting body filler in it to make it look good. So we are going to collect it Saturday morning. I've got George with me. We'll go and check they've done a good job. These guys are approved repairers for Land Rover, Range Rover, and I know that they get most of the work for our Land Rover dealership. So here we go, we're just arriving here now, George. And let's have a look if the STIG's all ready for collection. Here we go, auto colour Swindon. Maybe not film all these other cars in case they've got some GDPR or they've been repaired. Hopefully we've got the STIG here waiting for us. There he is. He's like picking it up the first time.
It does look good.
He's looking good, isn't he? Right, yeah. So let's, what did they lend us? They kindly lent us a Nissan Juke. And it was alright. It does everything you want it to. It's alright. I was going to do a review on it, but it's not really our thing. So we will give them back then. Yeah, I've forgotten I put all the roof rack and that on it. I've been without it for a week. I've forgotten all about it.
I wonder, I can zoom in. Look at that.
George has got a new camera. He's flashing about it. Right, let's go and put our masks on and go and have a look. Right, so it's had 2 new doors, so we'll have to have a look at that. But they've cleaned that all up. That wheel arch, so this was replaced. These plastics were scratched, so it's got the new door here. So they've had to strip the door down. I'll open it up and check. So we're just having a look along here. Got all new door panels, all the door, and obviously the paint. We're looking at the paint. But how it all looks, you come and look down this side, George. That's all looking.
We've got our dodgy.
Oh, that's our problem, that is. Yeah, that was our dodgy.
But yeah, that's all straight.
But he's looking good. We've got our graphics on the back now. They've given it a good clean. We've got our additional reversing lights.
You've got these always.
We've got the tow hooks.
They look so good.
Popular. We've got the roof rack on now.
The shadow lights.
Smoke lights. We've got our 110 graphic on this side. We've got our alloys on. We've got our mirror covers on. Our GoPro holder up. There's the keys. We can look in. Let's have a look what it looks like. So they go around. So we're looking at all the trim here. They've got all the grommets in because they've had to change all this, swap all the locks over, swap all the window rubbers over. Yeah, and all this was bent before, so this is all now straight, obviously, because it's a new door. So there we go. There's that one. And let's just have a look at the rear door. Yeah. There we go. All looks good. Right, I think we might have overdone it off-roading the other weekend. It looks like we got some forestry rammed it. I'm surprised that's still holding air. We've scraped our rim a little bit, but that'll buff
a little
out.
bit.
It'll buff out. It's but the lightest of scratches. So we better get down and see Mr. Cobb at the tyre shop and see if he can take that out, clean that out, and we'll have some wood for the fire. Right, let's go. So there's the old doors, and where they're off now, you can see the how it's out of shape here. It's sort of bent the whole door. So there we go. That's unfortunately why we needed new doors. I feel a bit bad in one way. It's environmental. It's a lot just for a dent, but it's a new car, so that's the way it goes. Right. Let's have a look. Let's do a quick roundup of what other things we got coming this next week if I get time. Let's have a look. Right, one thing we're going to try and do this week is we are going to try and use this. So this is an ODB to RJ45 converter, which should allow me to plug the Defender into the laptop. Now, one thing I'm quite keen to do, modifying the Defender has always been part of the psyche and culture of Defender owners. And on the old Defender and the new Defender, that's going to be bolt-in bits on it to give you more lifestyle features, from roof tents to tow-in. So if you're on a farm or a tree blows over on your street, you can tow it out the way. But also, I think with the newer cars, it's going to be more getting into the software and seeing if you can hack into it and do things. Now, it's a little bit of a double-edged sword, because I'm sure Land Rover will say, well, no, the car was built one way, but I think there are certain features in my S model that Land Rover have hidden from me in the software, and I'm going to try, I don't want to upset anybody here, and see if we can play with those features. I think it's part of owning a Defender to me, is this culture of, you know, if you buy a sort of Japanese 4x4, you just buy it and own it and drive it, and that's cool, and that suits a lot of people. But I think there's something about a Defender owner who wants to change, personalise, modify that car, and that's going to be external and internal, but that's a thing. And we'll also have a look at this other thing here. Let me just go up to my desk and I'll explain a bit more. So, up at the desk now. So there was a mystery when I got my car. I didn't look at it too much. I was just so keen to drive it. But when we got into these software updates and connectivity issues, I remembered, oh yeah, they gave me a SIM card with my car. And I look on my In Control app. There's a little SIM card in here. Where is he? He's hiding in there. There he is, look. So I thought, oh yeah, I ought to get the control. And on the get the data linked up to the car, because this apparently has got 2 years of data recording to my In Control app, and I'll put the screenshot of that up there now. So I'm thinking, right, so I've got 2 years of data, sweet. But it's getting a bit confusing because I don't have a SIM card slot. So in my dashboard, I've got this, so most of you guys will recognise this, but it turns out, if I get it the right way up, they did do another one, and look, it's got a little SIM card slot there. I have a feeling that in the UK, not many of us got this little feature, so I'm half wondering whether I can fit this, because look, if you look from the back, they've got the similar looking connections, so we'll have a look at that. I haven't quite worked it out yet. I did take this one apart. It's quite interesting. I'll just, if you flip this cover off, it's got these little white tabs, look. I haven't got George helping me. Let me have a look if I can balance the camera here. I'm in at the weekend just playing about with a few bits and pieces. Got a lot on this week. I've got a warehouse we've got to tidy up, because we've rented a warehouse out. So, wait. It's one of these things where you get 2 tabs off. Right, and then there we go. 3, 4, 5. Right, so inside you go. It's quite interesting. Right, let me see if I get this right so you guys can watch. So inside you've got the. But what's interesting is there's no nano SIM holder on here, but it's got the, on the PCB. There's the mounting points there for it. And also if you look at the back of the slot, like there's nothing there, but on the back, look, it looks like there should be a slot there. So obviously we've got some UC. Now I have a feeling one of these may be the aerial connector to give the SIM card good connection, but I don't know. I'm not an expert on these things. But I just wonder whether but it looks fairly well populated, the board, so I just wonder if it's just missing a SIM card holder. But yeah, I'll take this one apart and we'll have a look, and then we'll try and see if we can fit this in the car. Again, a mystery. Don't know, I like a mystery. Right, what else are we going to... we'll also look at this. We'll become familiar with these. So this is a little wireless transmitter which sets up the Wi-Fi hotspot. So I got intrigued when we were doing that software update. Now, my car officially didn't come with a Wi-Fi hotspot option, but it seems to come and go when I reboot the system, and it all depends, looking on the parts card, whether my car was built with Wi-Fi. So it'll be interesting to see if the cars are built with these little Wi-Fi transmitters behind the dash, even though it wasn't spec'd with it. Again, is it one of those features that's built in every car and not switched on? So we'll try and have a look at that. And we've got the ladder to fit. And we've got to get the winch fitted, and we've got to get the tyres fitted, and I've got to clear out a warehouse full of rubbish. So it's going to be a busy week, but we'll see what we can get done. Anyway, stay safe, and I will catch you later.